I mean, I don't know where else you want me to go.
No, anywhere. Just talk about family. And
Okay.
I showed you the thing on Facebook. How do you feel about the thing on Facebook?
Oh, it's great, the thing on Facebook, because it brings everything into view for the whole family to see.
Yes.
And that's one thing I want everybody to know about everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And the love of my life left me 11 years ago in 2000, July 21st, 2001. In fact, the 21st, it would make it 11 years
Okay.
right now.
Right.
And I mean, he left me with all kind of precious memories. I tell anybody. And but I'm just thankful that I'm the oldest now, oldest living one
Right.
of the Hardings.
Right.
And I'm just blessed just to have this whole big family.
I know. How about you, Uncle Moses? What you think about it?
Well, I'm the son of William Bill Harding. He's the oldest child.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell everybody, he was a good man to me. He always wanted me. He always loved me. But he always felt like he owed me something.
Yeah.
And like he couldn't do enough.
So tell me your mother. What's your mother's
My
name?
mother's name was Virginia Whitaker. See, they snuck around and got me.
How old were they?
When I was born, my mother was 16.
Okay.
And my daddy was 15.
Okay.
And my grandmother said no.
Mm-hmm.
When my other grandmother, Lena Harding, brought my daddy over there by his ear and said, "Don't worry, Miss Nina," said, "he will marry your daughter." And these are my grandmama's words. "Thanks, but no thanks." She said, "I'm not going to finish raising Virginia,
Right.
that baby, and your son." I said, "But all my life, I've always known I was a Harding." And growing up as a Harding, I can remember all of my uncles, Arthur, Sammy, Raymond, his sister Annie. She passed early, about, I guess she was 19 years old, she was old. She was the youngest girl.
You remember her?
Yes, I remember.
Do you remember her, Aunt Mildred?
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
And she was pretty.
Okay.
I mean, she could dance. I mean, really could dance. And she passed at an early age. And then Virginia was like a mother. She kept my Uncle Arthur and I in line.
Mm.
See, my Uncle Arthur, it was his job to take care of me when they went to work. But he was only 2 years older than me.
Okay. He was the babysitter.
He was the babysitter for me. And I used to wait every day just to get my uncle in trouble. I would wet on myself. Just before they come home, my Aunt Virginia and my grandmother Lena. And Arthur would get the beat.
Oh, my God.
But the next day I paid, because he'd take his knuckles and put them in my head and grind them. But I loved him because we were close. And Uncle Sammy, growing up, he left home kind of early and joined the Navy.
17.
So he wasn't around much, but I always knew I had another uncle. Uncle Wayman was the same way. He got married, he moved away, went in the Army, retired from the Army. But his wife, Mabel Rawls, was always good to me. Now Virginia, like I said, she was the first sergeant. She kept everybody in line. My grandmama Lena, she was quiet. She had very little to say. She only looked at you, and then you shut up. Now Kenneth Harding, I think he felt like he had to prove to me that he loved me. Why, I don't know, but I used to meet him downtown. When I said downtown in Portsmouth, like on High and Chestnut Street, I saw him coming out the beer garden. I knew where he was coming from. And he would always stop and reach in his pocket and take out all the money he had and tell me, take what you want. And that was, I was in before school, I wasn't 6.
Right.
But the big dummy, that's me. He'd open his hand up. All the money he had in his hand, I would only take the pennies. No nickels, no dimes, no quarters. Only them stupid pennies. Because back in the
They
day,
didn't know the value of pennies.
that's what they gave us.
Right.
They gave us the pennies. They didn't give us no nickels and dimes. But growing up, you know, I always can say the Hardings felt like they always owed me something. They were always good. When my Aunt Mildred married into the family, we were in school at one time together. I won't say I'm just about older she is, because she got me by a couple months.
She real old compared to you.
She's old compared to me.
A few months older than you, huh?
That's all.
I got a little more than that, but
No, see, my birthday is April, and I'm already 83.
yeah, but see, I'll be 84 in
See,
September. So
that's not
different.
quite a
Oh my
year.
God.
No, it's not a year. But
See,
I
she's
mean,
just a little bit older
few
than me.
months, but that's it. That's all right, boy.
But you're older than him, though, I
Yeah,
imagine, huh?
yeah.
You got more wisdom. Where he going, you done been there,
I
huh?
was the dumbest person never walked.
Where you going, he done been. Where he going, you done been there already. He can't tell you nothing.
Lord have mercy.
But, you know, I can say I have always called her Aunt Mildred.
Right.
And not because she's so much older, but she married my
Uncle.
uncle.
Right.
And she became my uncle.
Yeah.
Aunt, rather.
Yeah.
And all my kids, my grandkids, which I have a lot. My wife, I married Catherine Whitaker.
I'm going to do yours right after this. Your video. So y'all can keep on talking about family like you're talking about family. I'm going to do your separate video after this one.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, you can tell us about Catherine and how you met her.
I met her at Norfolk State. I was a freshman, she was a sophomore.
But you had some children before you got
And
her.
I'm a good writer.
Yeah, we doing that on the next video. I mean,
And,
say don't leave nothing out of this family book.
That's right. I mean,
And
today.
on
And Michael
that,
had to tell these people I went to jail. No,
I
I'm just
met
joking.
her because she was the first person I met. She worked in the registrar's office.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at her, I said, man, she sure looks good.
Oh my God.
But I had no love feeling for her.
Right.
For the first, I say, almost a year, we went as brother and sister. Everybody thought we were really brother and sister. Some knew I had a previous marriage.
Mm-hmm.
I told her about mine.
Mm-hmm.
And from the first marriage, I had 2 lovely daughters,
Mm-hmm.
Yvonne and Sandra.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I introduced them to Catherine, and they loved her then, even before their mother passed. They have always referred to her as Mama Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Till this day, after my wife Catherine and I had 3 sons, now we have 5 children
All together.
all together. And I'm going to tell you, it's something in that household. And the oldest boy was Moses Jr. He has a son, Moses the third.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Said that would be no more folk.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is end this and start on Uncle Moses' video of his family.